things are most definitely getting interesting. We're talking about the 2024 American election, the horse and pony show. My, my, my. First up, I do not have a dog in this race. And whomever wins this election has to play out Revelation 17, verse 13. They've got to hand over their power to the beast, right? They've got to hand over their power to the Antichrist. That is how it's going to play out, right? Now, these people, these powers, they are playing a clever game of good cop, bad cop, right? Make no mistake. Because what they're hoping for really is 100% turnout. The more people use their free will and they go out and they vote, it doesn't matter who you vote for. As long as you vote, you are giving life and energy to the beast system, right? That is why it is so important, and that is why so much is happening. And a lot of you might say, well, I'm not voting for the beast system. I'm voting for somebody to come on in and stop it. It's not happening. It's not happening. Americans believe that changing their leader is going to turn America's fortune around. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Whomever wins this election will have to hand over their power to the beast. No, I don't know when an event is going to happen, but I see a major event happening either before the election, after, or during. But what I do know is that these powers, they are busy moving the pieces around. Because what they don't want is for people to be able to predict what is happening on social media. A lot of people watching keenly, and they're sending out predictions. And these powers, they like the element of surprise. So they do not like it when people is out here saying that Joe Biden is going to step down. And that is why they drag their feet. That man should have stepped down ages ago, but they were dragging their feet. But they can't stall for very long, right? Understand, we wrestle not with flesh and blood. And do not underestimate the power of the enemy. Do not underestimate how low they will go, right? It's all about you going out and vote. Use your free will to power the system. Just like you use your free will to give Barack Obama the power to introduce same-sex marriage, just as how you give Barack Obama the power in your vote to put in laws for the LGBTQ community. Right? Many of you might say, well, I voted, but I never voted for that. As long as you vote, you're a part of that. And that is why I keep telling people, do not vote. Whichever country you live in, do not vote. Because all that is going to happen is these leaders, not just in America, but across the world, they will have to hand over power to the beast. That's what's going to happen, right? And somehow people have this notion that when they vote and they change leader, the leader is going to come and clean up shop. It's going to make everything okay. Everything is not going to be okay. We're in the end times. It's not. It's time for you to get your house in order. It's time for you to be prepared spiritually. These politicians cannot help you, right? We need to pray and understand we wrestle not with flesh and blood. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.